What's up, Packers fans? Aaron Nagler here with some voicemails about Aaron Rodgers. That's right. 1 week from today. It's Wednesday now. It'll be next Wednesday when the Packers hit the practice field. Will Aaron Rodgers be there? What are you thinking, Packers fans? That's what I asked this week for our voicemail question. Let's take a listen to what you fine folks on the internet across the world and across the country had to say about Aaron Charles Rodgers making it to training camp next week. First up, let's go. Let's hear it.
Yeah, Rodgers will be in camp. When he was on the players committee, he didn't want to come to camp until August. So he's going to play. And recently he's tweeted one more hashtag. So no doubt Rodgers will be in camp.
Okay, well, let's get something straight. The one more was about the Bucs. That was after Game 3, and then one more. That's what last night was about, and they won the championship. But I am completely with you on the sense of Aaron Rodgers when he was the player rep, something he no longer is. He's talked about his frustrations there. He very much pushed for more and more time away from football for the players. That has been something he has talked often about. We talked to him both at his locker and then at Zoom availabilities over the years about this idea that the modern athlete, the modern football player doesn't need to be babysat the way perhaps earlier generations did. Everything about mental health, time to yourself, time away to kind of clear the cobwebs, so to speak. He's talked about that a lot. And to your point, yeah, I think there's an element of that this offseason. I don't think that's the crux of the issue, but I do think there's an element of Aaron just wanted his summer. He wanted to take his own time. And that's a big part of missing mini camp, missing the offseason program for the first time. Again, I don't think that's the driver, but I do think there's something there. I don't know, though. I don't know if that means no problem. He'll be showing up next week. Let's see what the next fine folk has to say.
All right, so the question was, do I expect Aaron Rodgers to show up next week? Why or why not? I'm going to say yes, first and foremost, because he renewed his country club membership. And I think number two is he's getting his house deep cleaned as well. So I think those are two pretty legitimate reasons as to him coming and being at training camp next week. So we shall see. Go, Pat, go.
All right, I'm going to have to play devil's advocate. Yeah, he's getting it cleaned because he's going to sell it. And the country club membership was just auto renewal. I don't know, but we don't know, is what I'm trying to say. Those aren't real breadcrumbs or clues there. That's just guesswork, and can't say with any kind of authority what any of it means. But I get you. That's what Packers fans do. We got to glom on to the hope, right? I hear you. What else we got out there? Will Aaron Rodgers be there next week when training camp starts?
Looking forward to training camp. Very much happy about the fact that the team itself is coming together both offensively and defensively. The big looming question, obviously, number 12. But again, until you hear from him specifically as to what the problem is, I think the expectation is he shows up and is ready to go. And if that's the case, the NFC North is not going to be happy about that decision. And also at the same time, you have to expect that being a professional as he is, he will give it his all when he's in between the lines. And I think that this is a last dance, if you will, but I'm very much looking forward to how the team gels together on both sides of the football and continue the great coverage here on CHTV. Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you. Those are some very kind words there. I'm with you in the sense that the NFC North is going to be crying in their beer if Aaron Rodgers does show up next week. Nobody in the NFC North wants that. And yes, completely agree that if and when Aaron does touch the grass and is ready to play, he will give it his all. I do not think for a second that there's anything other than that expectation for Aaron Rodgers on a football field with the Packers or with whoever in the future. But yeah, we will see as far as the rest of the team and how it gels, and the idea that this is the first offseason he hasn't been there. I got to think, guys like David Bakhtiari, Mercedes Lewis, his close friends on the team who profess not to have any idea if Aaron's going to be there. I'm sure they'll have some kind of idea maybe heading into next Monday or Tuesday. But right now it's still a mystery. Final one. Let's take a listen.
I have 23 million reasons why Aaron Rodgers will show up next week.
Well, there we go. It's all about the money, huh? Didn't you hear Adam Schefter? Proof that it's not about the money is that he turned down that contract extension offer. News from months ago. 23 million reasons? Perhaps, but, you know, what is that line in The Fugitive? So why did Richard Kimball kill his wife? He did it for the money. What do you mean he did it for the money? He's already rich. Yeah, well, she was more rich. Aaron Rodgers is more rich already. I'm not saying he's going to punt on the money that he would have to pay, the fines, the bonus money he'd have to give back, etc. if he were to, say, retire. I think that's pretty drastic. Could it happen? Sure. But I'd be very surprised. So will he show up for the money? I don't know about showing up for the money as much as it is he's under contract. He wants to play football. And he's under contract for the Packers, who are not going to trade him. So we'll see. I still expect there's a chance that he doesn't show up day one of training camp, but shows up eventually and pulls a Michael Strahan a couple weeks into camp, rides in on his white horse, and all systems go, and they make a Super Bowl run. But that's the dream. That's the hope. Who knows what the reality is? We'll find out. Thanks for all your calls. Be sure to be on the lookout on all the social channels for the call out every Monday early in the week. Usually I'll throw it out there. Who knows what the question will be next week? Probably be right after the shareholders meeting. So be on the lookout for that. Thanks so much for supporting Cheesehead TV. Please hit like, hit subscribe, and then tell your friends and tell your family. Cheesehead TV. We're devoted to Green Bay Packers fans worldwide.